I wanted to talk about a belt system. Some people call them battle belts, war belts. It's not really that's not really for me, but basically I took a red dot class from Modern Samurai Project Jedi recently, and I used a Bravo concealment holster, just a standard belt holster with a Glock 45. And it was fine, although I had a lot of problems with my shirts. I don't want my shirts too long and so that they don't have to be tucked in, but I was kept having them get in the way. The belt just didn't seem super stiff, even though I was using a 511 instructor's belt. Just felt like everything was just a little bit off. I made it through the class fine, but I also saw a couple guys having these belt systems on, and I thought to myself, I need to get me one of those. So what I did, I went to the U.S. Concealed Carry Association's convention a few weeks after, and Elite Survival Systems was there, and they had their, I think they call this their Sidewinder belt. This is your slim version, so it's only 2 rows of Molly, but basically I picked this up, and I had an existing belt I'm using. This is a Click Belts Cobra Buckle leather belt. I wouldn't choose leather for this, but it's the belt I had that was long enough to use this outside of my normal waistband. So basically I'm wearing a regular crossbreed leather holster, leather belt, and then I've got this that will just go straight over it. Really simple. It's got these Molly sections that you can go either the belt under or belt over. So I'm using, this is a Safariland UBL low ride, which I've already got a mid ride on order because I don't really like how low this sits. The holster is attached via a QLS system, the quick locking system. So you get a fork that goes on here, you get a receiver plate that goes there, and you can switch holsters back and forth. Pretty easy. This holster is their GLS system, which was actually recommended to me by a guy that took the class with me, Chris Chen, I believe. Chris Lee, I'm not sure, I can't remember now. But basically it's a universal fit holster. It uses a little retention button here, and it just clicks in. Has a screw on the backside, or on the backside here to adjust the fit a little bit. So this has worked with every gun I've put in it so far. I like it because it holds my CZs, the P10. And then I've got just a dump pouch that was off of Elite Survival Systems bag that I've got, and then some random mag pouches. I actually got commissioned for an article for Athlon Outdoors just recently, so this whole system is getting kind of upgraded. I've got Safariland pouches and holsters on order. I've got another Elite Survival one of these, although because this one's a little bit big. When I bought it, I thought that having these ends of this panels overlap would be better. I was mistaken. I thought that'd be good because then the belt wouldn't dig into you. It makes it actually a pain in the ass to put on. So it's got this grippy surface on the inside, so I can just go right over my gut and right over the shirt I'm wearing and everything, and it puts it right where I need to be. The Cobra Buckle clicks and locks. Love it a lot. Mag pouches are easy. I like it a lot. I like it because I can don it on and off quickly without having to unthread my belt and get all the pouches on and everything. And it gets them away from my body a little bit. So it's a whole lot faster for me to draw this, you know, just doing the indexing point like Scott teaches over at Modern Samurai, and just throwing up and pulling out. You know, I can get it a lot faster than up here, way up on my love handles. So I like it a lot. I'll show you it again when I get it all set up with the Safariland pouches. I got another holster. I'm gonna try the Safariland red dot system ALS holster. It should work with the CZ. I will see. I've got a P10C. This is a P10S. It should work. I will let you know if it doesn't work, but basically I'm going to use a mid-height drop, either this holster or an ALS holster, and then I'm going to switch to all Safariland pouches so they all match. So I'll have I think it's a 771, which is 771 or 773. One of them is an open front and one of them is a closed. I've got both. I've got one of one coming and then a bunch of the regulars coming, and then I've got a couple AR pouches. And I'm going to mount the mag pouches to their ELS system, which is their equipment locking system. It's very similar to the QLS system on the holsters, just smaller for the equipment. So I want to be able to basically set up this belt where I can go to a pistol class, put all pistol pouches on it. If I'm doing some carbine work, I can swap one of the carbine pouches to a carbine pouch. And then the other beautiful thing is I also ordered from Safariland a competition belt system, their ELS belt system. It's just a very stiff leather belt with a Velcro inner belt. So you put the belt through your belt loops, the Velcro one, and then you just get the furry side of Velcro, and then you have the leather that has the other end of the Velcro on the inside, and then you put it on over the Velcro, so it really locks everything into place. You can kind of see here with this belt, I could kind of slide this back and forth a little bit if I wanted to. That system should eliminate all of that. So I'll see how that goes. And it will have the ELS pouches as well, and the QLS forks. So if I'm going to a class where I'm more kind of comfort, I can just wear the Elite Survival System setup. And then if I'm going to compete or doing like that, I can just quickly pull the mag pouches off, move them over, and not have to invest in a whole bunch of mag pouches and holsters. I'm actually really surprised with this Safariland GLS holster. I thought it was going to be kind of clunky because it's a universal fit holster. It's not exact, but I actually like it. I didn't think I was going to like the locking mechanism, the little thing, but actually it's right. You basically do it with your second digit of your middle finger. It just kind of goes right in, and as you're pulling it out to make your full firing grip, it's coming out naturally. So it hasn't been a big issue. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's the plan for this battle belt. I don't like that term. I'm not a battle guy, so I just needed a holster that I could on, off quickly, switch holsters quickly, and kind of be a very modular system. And I think I found it with this Elite Survival belt system and the Safariland pouch system and holster system. So give it a look.